Well, here we are looking at my 50 Meteor. Just a quick walk around today. Some of the appointments that are on the car. Kind of neat, you know. Still got all the winter dirt on it, you know. Still all that stuff that needs to be polished and washed. Yeah. It's a lovely old car. Been around for a lot of years. Oh my. Some of my cheap tips are rusting down there. Do you see that? Yeah, I've got some rust to contend with and get cleaned up. I absolutely love these hinges on my trunk. And I have an extra set of them that I'm going to be putting into or onto my Roadster, my 30 Model A Roadster for the trunk to lift. And I did manage to get some Mercury hubcap, or not hubcaps, fender skirts, and I got them at the Waterdown Flea Market a number of years ago. And when I was looking at them, it was really funny because something looked odd. There were 4 of them there, and something looked really odd to me about them. And I asked the guy, what's different about these 4 skirts? Oh, well, he says, the 2 of them there, forget what color they were, I think they were red at the time. And he says to me, those are mates. Kind of, he says. A little difference. But he said the other 2 are drastically different. And he said, so if I were you, I would buy this pair because they're kind of the nicest of the bunch. And he gave me a real good deal on them. And I was quite happy. So you can see when I open the door that, yeah, I've got a little window trim to do here this year. Have to order some new ones of them. The interior is quite clean and original, very original, but used, you know. And you can see my old lunch can there. I'm just going to get in here. So I think you might be able to see here that it says 37,520. Yeah, 37 with a point. Pretty cool. Yeah, I think it's pretty good. We got sun visors here that are beautiful. The headliner is beautiful. Yeah, this was falling down a bit, I guess. Now you can hear the wire. It must have come off up here over the winter, I guess. I'm going to have to get up there and fix that. Anyway, the horn ring in this car is very interesting in that it is not marked as to what it is for. There are no markings whatsoever in this wheel, in the horn ring or in the horn button. It is just totally unidentified. So it would fit most cars. Look at the neat lens that came in those Appletons. Isn't that really something when you get to see it up close? There is no light in there. It's a fake. But this is the heavy white metal or pot metal from back in the 60s, and it is real. So I was just thinking, you probably looked at my lunchbox sitting in here. And no, I didn't go to work with this one. We had a full cafeteria. But I thought this is kind of like the, working man's car from the day. And so I bought this lunchbox at a little roadside sale. And take a look at this. I have some chrome attachments. There's 4 of them in here, ready to attach that chrome that's on the back driver's side that's off. And I actually have 2 of those pieces of chrome. This lunchbox, I think, is in such super shape. And, it's such a fun addition to the car to just put it here on the seat, just like I was going to work, you know. Some paperwork here I'm going to have to go through, and I would like this. I don't know if it's any good. It's kind of warped. So maybe, I think it's time for it. Oh man, that's hard. I think it's time for a new one. Yeah, and my water bottle from the last time I was out. Look at this. I always had, look at that. I left myself a little bit of water. Look at the bottom of the bottle, how it's pushed out over the winter with the freezing. So yeah, we have a little bit of rust here on the dash, but I have my two purple lights. There's one there, and then across the dash I have the other one over here, and the Appleton outside. You'll see that I have a heater down under there. I have a thermometer which tells me that it is currently about 27 degrees in here, I think. And I have the clock. The radio is not currently in, but I do have the radio. There's my heater controls. I'll have to get some oil onto them before I start trying to push them around and that. And oh, I have this vent here. That probably needs oil too, but that's the vent. And look at this, I still have the original lighter. So yeah, it's there in the dash and ready to go. And I have, I think these are vents too. I think, or I forget what they are now. It's been such a long time. And then I have right here the wipers and the lights and the push button start and my nice chrome trim on the end. And there's another one over here, but it's actually not a Ford style, it's actually a Mercury Meteor style with the shooting star on it, which is the chrome for this car. I'm going to take you out to the back now, and I'll show you the chrome that's on the trunk. You can see here that I have a piece of chrome that's right here at the front of my door that reads Custom. On the Ford car, this piece of trim down here, it would actually say Ford on it. But on this one here, we only have the straight chrome. The rest of this chrome would probably be the same as a 50 Ford. You'll notice that this piece of chrome is off currently. I'm doing some work on it. But the nifty chrome is back here. Okay? This star, shooting star, is so cool. It's the only car that it's on. Every Meteor that they made every year was different. Okay, now I got some real cleaning to do, and I admit it, but you know, the car is not bad for 37,000 miles on it and some change. Not a bad old car. Just on the way out the door, I noticed that I have this trim on the door, and it is like a plane, very modernized plane for the time, for 1950. And I think my 50 Ford had these same planes on the doors inside. So the old 50 Meteor, here you go. That would have been 27 Celsius. Okay, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment.